We want to be respectful of your time. So welcome to Community Coffee. Thank you for everybody coming today. It's a beautiful day out today, isn't it? It's so beautiful. I walked out. I was so excited. I guess what we want to do first is thank Starr Lumber. Like back here.
Introduce our host.
Introduce you all and allow you guys to come up and have a word so you can talk to people how you want to let them know about your business and all of that, because we could talk about it, but we'd get a bunch of stuff wrong. Yeah. And we would rather it be from the source. So come on up here. Come on. Yeah.
Meet John Ryerson.
Hi. Good morning. Glad you guys are here. This is, I believe, the first time we've hosted a community coffee at Starr.
I don't remember one.
You do remember?
I know.
Okay, well, if we had one, I was absent that day. So anyway, thank you to the Chamber for reaching out to us, and thank you for Aaron Davis, our marketing director, for getting everything arranged. So I appreciate you all being here. This will be really informal. I'm going to talk a little bit about our history and who we are. And then I would also, really more importantly, just like to be casual and just open it up for questions. And if you guys have anything that you want to know, just feel free to reach out and ask us questions. This business started not in this location. We were about 2 blocks away, but it was 115 years ago in 1909. And we were originally over on Santa Fe, but we've been generally in this location right here on Flynn for well over 100 years. So we've been around a long time. It was started by my great-grandfather, Mr. Starr. And for those of you that went to the museum tours the other day, you might have heard a little bit of this spiel, but I won't make it quite that long. But he came down here from Iowa. He hopped a train as a teenager, landed in Alva, Oklahoma, and went to work for J.W. Montfort, the Montfort Drug Company. There's a building on the west side of the square that has the Montfort stone over the building, and that's where he started working. And then Mr. Montfort's the one that had the idea of building a lumber yard, and he wanted Mr. Starr to run it, but he's the one who actually funded it. So thanks to the Montfort Drug Company, and 100 years later, we're still here. But Mr. Starr was the first owner. He had one daughter, and she married a guy named Ryerson, and that's why our name changed from Starr to Ryerson. So I went from Mr. Starr to Norman Ryerson, my grandfather, and then it was my dad, Richard Ryerson, who passed away earlier this year. Dad was, he ran this store for over 60 years, and then here I am. So it's been the same family ownership for over 100 years. We're really, really proud to be here. A little bit about the store when it started. Part of our flavor is when Mr. Montfort funded the store, he had a wagon, 2 mules, and 1 hired hand. So, and then later on, it developed into 14 locations. A lot of them are in little bitty towns like Capron and Hopeton, Freedom, Carmen, places like that, and some of them are even in little towns that don't even exist today. They're not even on the map. So, Alva is the only original of the locations that still exist. Now we have locations in Blackwell, in Woodward, and Enid. So we have 4 stores throughout northwest Oklahoma, and we are a full-line lumber and building materials company. And a lot of you guys know about our company. Everyone knows us as Starr Lumber Company, but lumber was kind of how we originated. But we sell everything from the rebar that goes in the concrete in the ground to the doorknob that you put when you get your house reworked and finished. So everything that you can do for your home, we have right here. We stock about 17,000 different items in our store. Everything we have is not in this place. We have an old facility. We've been here a long time. We just keep knocking out walls and putting some of our inventory in different places. But we also have a very active special order program. So about 20 to 25% of our sales is special order. And a lot of people don't know that. So if there's something that we don't have or that needs to be tailored to your needs, we can do that. A lot of the special order items would include things like doors, windows. We custom size and they have different styles of those type of things. Custom cabinets. A lot of people don't know we do that, but we have done a lot of custom cabinetry throughout the area. And everything from roofing, from metal to different types of shingles to specialty hardware, flooring, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to get it done, and we have, I think the thing that separates us from the big boxes is our people. our people are really good, and they can customize whatever you need to fit your house and your style. So let's see. I want to talk about beyond the business. We're also very invested in our community, and so one little spiel I'll make, not just about Starr Lumber, about all locally owned businesses, is when you shop local, the money recirculates throughout the community much more so. If you go out to the rec park, you don't see Amazon on too many of the T-ball or the soccer shirts. And so when you do invest, whether it's at Holder Drug or Starr Lumber or G&G Furniture or any of the other locally owned businesses, just know not only with the ownership of those companies, but also the employees, that goes to support them, and it goes to support how, when they spend their money, how that just continues to recirculate in the community. So I just want to put a little spiel in there for shopping local. Some of the things that we support, both as a business and personally through our community, are like the children's events, like the soccer teams and the T-ball teams and things like that. The school, our schools are great, and we have a really active theater, music, sports, academic programs at our schools, and those are things that our business supports wholeheartedly. Northwestern Oklahoma State University, which is vital to our community. We also try to be an active participant in supporting everything that our local college does, because it really does just really change the game for our community, and it separates Alva from all the other communities like it of its size. The other thing about giving back, it's not just about money, it's about people. You think about some of the people that teach Sunday school classes, that volunteer to coach your kids' teams and things like that. A lot of those are local people, and we want to continue to support our local businesses and the employees that serve those businesses, because they serve not just the business, but outside of work. They do so many things that help develop our community and our families. So, does anybody have any questions? Nothing? Okay.
That was so great.
Well, if you have any questions, I'm going to be around, so feel free to reach out and ask. And we're just glad you're here. Thank you for coming by, and just yell at us if anything comes up. All right.
Thank you. Man, he set the bar for community coffee.
I know. I'm like sitting here thinking I learned
that.
so much.
I learned at 7:30 this morning. I was at the library chocolate fantasy last night. I didn't get home till 9:30, and I got tired.
No, very good.
You know, and one other thing I want to say is when you shop local, it's also helping the infrastructure. Because the taxes then go straight back, it goes into the community, right? It helps the infrastructure of what we have. When we go to Enid to buy our things, you know, like, think about it, you're spending gas. You're spending your gas money, but the taxes stay, like our local taxes, it supports our infrastructure.
And it's really important too, I think, that whenever there's events happening, there's things going on that you support there, and you're kind of fostering the other leaders in the community to continue doing what they're doing. Because if somebody puts on an event or hosts an organization or develops an organization and nobody really supports it, it's a little bit harder to keep moving. So all of that support, I think, goes back and forth and just continues to grow.
But we're preaching to the choir here, because you guys already know all of this. You guys are here. You guys
Invite your
shop
friends.
local, so yeah, invite a friend. Yeah.
All right.
We've got lots of stuff going on.
We do.
I do want to say, if you have not yet subscribed to the newsletter, I've got a QR code that you can come and subscribe to the newsletter. You can find out about all of the events in the newsletter, which we send out weekly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So, things that are coming up, of course, Christmas, so we'll get to that in a second. But I have football playoffs start tonight.
Woo! And
Yes.
Alva's hosting.
I was hosting.
At Northwestern.
Yes,
Yeah.
so very excited about that. Today is National World Kindness Day. Actually, I think it was Wednesday, but United Way of Northwest Oklahoma is doing a big push today, since it's a Friday, to get all the communities involved on doing something kind. So we're doing a check about giveaway. Watch Facebook. If you do something kind, if you see something kind, post it on our page, and we're going to enter you in.
It's Kindness Day. Today is designated as Kindness Day in Northwest Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So that's what the United Way has
United
said.
Way,
Kindness
yes.
Day in Northwest Oklahoma. They have already come to town, and they have delivered food and supplies to the campus cabinet as well as the food bank. So they've come and done that. There's lots of events that are going on that people are doing. I know people are putting out notes and hiding rocks and doing all the things. So if you find something kind today, make sure you post it on our post.
Yep.
Yes.
Loretta Hens is giving away 50 free drinks. Alva State, I think, took burritos to the school for the teachers, and they painted rocks. So
Awesome.
everybody's doing a little bit of something. So pay attention.
I mean, be kind every day,
Right.
but especially kind today.
All right, the other thing I have on my list is Banquet. We just raised over $8,000 for Toys for Tots, which is super exciting. Several people in here on my Banquet board. And then right now we're raising funds for the food bank. That's our last quarter every year to help fund them throughout the following year. So consider stopping by any of your local banks to donate.
And today is the last day, right, to apply?
Well, yes, for the application. So also the banks, several of the banks are matching a portion of those funds that go to those. So it's a really, really good deal and kind of a so far over $560,000, $70,000 raised for Alva through Banquet. So that's pretty cool. And that's from today's the last day for applications for next year's visions.
Oh, okay.
So right now I think I have one application in. So be thinking of that. If you've got an organization that has a project for next year, consider applying to be a Banquet Vision for 2025. All right. Then also, Central National Bank is doing a tree decorating contest, and those funds go to Toys for Tots as well. And they're doing a food bank. They're also doing food bank donations over at Bank Central, and that's canned goods. Let's see, free Thanksgiving dinner on the 28th at Methodist Church, 11:30 to 1.
That's a yearly thing, so if
And
you
it's a
don't
big
know about
deal.
that, or if you know of someone who needs a place to go, it's a great meal.
We do to go.
And they
Do they deliver?
Yeah, there you go. Both
Yeah.
of you said that. Yeah, and they deliver. It's to go. So if you want delivery, you do have to call in by Wednesday. If you want the delivery, but you can do carry out on the day as well. So if you are in need of a place, or you know someone in need of a place to go for Thanksgiving, you've got a full-on dinner right there.
Yeah, and I've heard great things.
It's amazing. It really is.
All right, then we will move on to Candy Cane Cash. Is happening right now, so all of our chamber members that wanted a box, a Candy Cane Cash box, has gotten their tickets. It's for every $10 you spend at a local business, you get entered to win our grand prize money up to, we're giving it in increments, but $6,000 in chamber bucks will be going back out. So that's huge. I think it's the biggest one we've had.
Yeah, and the reason that we're doing that so early is so that then it can be spent here in Alva for the holiday season. So if you win those chamber bucks, you can actually take that in and use it on your Christmas gifts.
Or re-gift it.
Yeah, or re-gift it. Yeah.
So that goes until December 7th, which is when the big event happens, and we're going to do the drawing there for those chamber bucks. So get into those local stores. We changed it down to every $10 to incentivize people to do more shopping locally and to kind of get the buzz going. And so far the buzz is going a little crazy.
A lot more. It's taken off a lot more than what we thought. It was
So
going to.
we're going to have to probably order more tickets because we have a lot of merchants that are completely out and have already gone through 700, which means that's $7,000 worth of sales locally. So if we ordered 10,000 tickets, so if they were all gone, that's 100,000 that was spent locally for our tax dollars, all the beautiful things, right? So shop local, get out there, get your ticket, and then maybe win, $1,000 bucks.
And I will say that in some of the big box stores, they have chosen to do, rather than every $10, they're doing it every $100. So in your big
So if you go buy
purchases,
furniture at G&G, which we totally say you need to do, it's every $100 because I'm going to run out of tickets.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So then other Christmas stuff. Are we ready to jump in?
Yeah. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Notice her T-shirt, sweatshirt. These are on sale for the chamber. Today's the last day to order one. So if you do, we've got 6 different designs. If you're interested, I got the sign-up sheet here, and we'll get you one ordered. And they'll be here the week of Christmas. And we're going to have...
Of the Christmas.
Oh, sorry. Be
event.
here the week of Thanksgiving, ready for the Christmas event.
Yes.
Shelby's printing them over at Bates. And then, okay. You ready?
What are we ready for?
The bed races.
Oh!
Before you jump in, so can you order those shirts online?
You can,
Okay.
yes. She's got a special link that's just for us.
Okay.
So it's...
It has been posted in the newsletter,
Yeah.
so if you haven't opened your newsletter, or if you go to your search box and hit Alva Chamber, your newsletter is going to pop up. And I say that because sometimes I have to go back to the newsletter and look at things, and that's the easiest thing for me to do because I'm really bad about deleting my email. And so I click Alva Chamber. Boom! There's that newsletter, and it tells me all about it.
On the newsletter, if you guys have stuff, send it in. Because a lot of times we're kind of scrolling, trying to pull stuff and put it in there, and that's a whole lot of work. And if we went and missed somebody, we're sorry, but we're trying. But if you send that in to us, then we for sure know to get it in there for whatever's going on. So before the bed races, first of all, the Reindeer Doggy Dash
Oh my gosh.
is coming up. It's the first ever 5K where you can bring your pet. I don't know about cats, I don't know how it's going to work, but dogs for sure. So that every...
say doggy dash.
Doggy,
You would think
right,
it's
so
not
don't
a
bring
kitty
a
dash.
I mean, anyway, so you're going to email Northwest Domestic Crisis Services, and they're going to get you entered into when that each pet gets a bandana. And then they just told me this morning that Sammy Holly's, what's her business
Sammy's
called?
Pet Services?
Pet Services. She's going to give some treats away that day from her deal to promote her business. The whole thing on Christmas is to promote each other because we have so many incredible organizations doing incredible things. That's why this is going to come together so wonderfully, because everybody's going to do their own great thing, and we're all going to support that. So some organizations are doing fundraisers downtown, and so if you buy their goods, then you're helping whatever their organization is. Key Club's going to do the gift wrapping station. We've got just a lot of little things like that. Pop-Up Park's going to have some little vendors in there that want to sell their goods for Christmas.
As well as a farmer's market.
Farmers Market's going to be downtown. That's our last one. Santa's Bakery is going to have all of our local bakers who wanted to participate selling their beautiful cookies for Christmas, or just letting the kids go in and have a magical experience to get their cookie. So show up downtown. We're really, really excited. We have food trucks coming in. We have VAC doing pizza by the slice. Alva Beer Company, of course. Then we'll have Wicked Grinds downtown.
There's
Pops.
a make and take at Graceful Arts.
Graceful Arts. Cookie decorating down at the Senior Citizen Center. Most of that's all free. We've got Elsa's Igloo, where they're going to get s'mores and stories. Mrs. Claus is going to do story time. We're working on the talent show. We only have one entry, so that might fall through.
So do you
Which
have
is
a
fine.
talent? Come and show it.
If you have a talent, we need you. And then entertainment will happen for several hours downtown. Caroling Friday and Saturday. Tons of stuff. But let's get back to the bed race.
Photos.
Reindeer photos.
Reindeer. We tried to get a reindeer. We tried really hard to get a reindeer.
Reindeer are like $3,000.
Well, to get it here, like the closest one we could find was like in Nebraska or Colorado, and we just thought in order to get it here, it's going to cost a lot of money, and so instead we're going to have a reindeer.
Can't wait. It's going to be great. Okay, so bed races. We are challenging everybody to have a bed in the bed race. There's rules that go along with that. We're getting kind of some good buzz. I think BJCC is going to have a bed. You're going to want to see it, I think. Now the challenge is on. Then
Race has a bed.
Race has a bed.
Yeah.
Alstate's going to have a bed. They're going to challenge the other banks to get a bed. Let's see what happens.
We've got all the rules printed out for the bed races. These have also gone out. They're on our website, alvaok.net/Christmas, as well as in the newsletter. All of the rules have gone out.
So email us, let us know you're on there, so we at least kind of have an idea of how long it'll go and how to do the obstacle course part. Light parade also, so light it up, whatever you've got, whatever vehicle, light it up. We're going to go around the square, talk to the cops about shutting down the streets. And then the Christmas light cruise, we have $500 in chamber bucks donated by Alva Health and Wellness to give out to the best Christmas lights in Alva. So we need people on that map. Right now we've got 10 or so on that map. So submit that.
Get on the map.
Put him
Better.
on the map.
Get it on the
What's your address?
Corner of 3rd and Church.
Shout it out. Shout it out for Marion to have video.
It's 5th. 5th and Church.
Steve doesn't care.
Still going. Okay,
great.
so and then the only thing that I got to get with the city and the commissioners on is the Christmas tree downtown. We've got one picked out. Steve's found us one, and then get it lit up so we can flip the switch and turn on Christmas.
And it starts on Friday evening, will be all day Saturday, and then on Sunday, the Tour of Homes is coming back. The museum is taking that on, and so that will be their fundraiser. But who remembers Tour of Homes? It was so much fun. So
It's got 5 houses on it
Yeah.
this year.
And then after the Tour of Homes, there will be the Keyboards at Christmas event, which will be at the Presbyterian Church. And they're going to have, I think it's 4 grand
4
pianos.
grand pianos, 4 musicians.
I think at one point there's going to be up to 16 people playing at a time.
It's going to be
It's
really
going
cool.
to be an incredible event. I'm really excited about that. So, anyway, anything else? I will say this. Here. Yes. So we did send this out to all of our chamber members. But if you want to take part in investing in Christmas, you are welcome to do so. We have that sheet here. We sent this out to all of our chamber businesses. Some people have already donated so much. Like, we've had so many sponsors.
I do need to
make
shout
this a
out
great
Alva State,
event.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, and Wendy Ford all raised the bar on the candy cane cash and gave $1,000 each. So that was huge. But honestly, a lot of this, we kind of looked at it kind of like bank it, like lots of small donations go a long way. So we're doing really well as far as the things that we've got funded. So it doesn't have to be a big astronomical amount. If you feel good about Christmas, donate a little bit and help us out.
Yeah, and in the past, the way that Candy Cane Cash was done was we solicited the businesses in order to pay for Candy Cane Cash. Well, this year what we decided to do was the chamber would take on the Candy Cane Cash, and so we just had a plan to give out the $3,000.
And that's our way of giving back too,
Yeah.
so that people shop local and we incentivize them.
So the $3,000 in chamber bucks is what we were going to give out, and then those three matched it to up it to $6,000. That's the way that worked. And then from here, this is a letter that we always send out. But this year, what we've done is we've said, do you want to help with lights on the tree? Do you want to help with the downtown sound, the music in Alva, which you can talk about that. And then, or do you want to make Candy Cane Cash bigger? Or do you just not care? Like it says that, I don't care. I just want to help where it's needed. Let's bring Christmas home for the holidays. And so there's that option as well. So if anybody does want to contribute, you are welcome to grab one of these forms.
Also want to shout out our incredible board. We have a powerhouse of a board. Raise your hand if you're on the board right now. Okay, and then Claudia has volunteered. She wanted to be on the board, but didn't quite make it, but she still wants to help, which is phenomenal. And so she shows up at all these things to help, and we got some good volunteers. So thank you, everybody, for that.
So if you see this around town, know that it is the schedule of events. We're about to start hanging these up. So make sure.
Just finalized it.
Yes.
The only thing pending is the talent show.
Yes. And so it's all out there. It's all out there, like on social media, on our website. If you don't know what's going on, it's because you haven't looked.
So share it. Tell your friends. Tell your family to come back home for Alva for Christmas.
Music in Alva.
Oh, music.
I'll just say that, the downtown music.
They're working on getting ambient music around downtown, and they've got some good momentum going behind that. I don't know if it'll happen for this Christmas, but they're trying to raise funds so that we can have that all year round. Not blasting, not loud rock and roll, but maybe, I don't know. No, depending on the day.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll have
On the event.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a really good one to donate to, and we've got a fund set up in the chamber that goes straight to them so that we can get that taken care of and add to the quality of life in Alva, because that's our whole goal.
Do you all have anything that you want to share today?
I know, we always try to keep it short, Kelsey, I know.
I know.
Go ahead. City Council Monday and tourism meeting on Wednesday of next week.
Okay. Oh my gosh, and the groundbreaking.
Oh, yes.
The groundbreaking
I couldn't make it
happened.
to that.
Like, I was just thinking of the
arena.
tourism. It reminded me that the groundbreaking happened this week, and that was so amazing. I just, the thought of just the vision that happened 10 years ago, nearly 10 years ago, and it's coming to fruition. So it's very exciting. Get excited about that happening. They said in just over a year they expect it to be ready to go. So
And the pool coming up next summer. Like, man, that's going to be a game changer.
And then the all-school reunion. The's so much coming up for 2025. We're not finished with 2024 yet, so we won't get ahead of ourselves.
And we'll wind it down like Kelsey.
Was there anything else?
Northwestern has a lot of stuff going on at the end of the year. Megan and Jody do a great job of putting all of our events also in that newsletter, so I'm not going to rattle everything off for everybody to remember, but just make sure to be looking at that newsletter because we've got a lot of things going on at the end of the
And the
year.
concert series, I heard so many good things about the last one, and people really need to get to those because it's phenomenal stuff
Hey.
putting out there.
You
Welcome.
talked about the bed races yet? So we have a challenge at Alva State Bank that we want to challenge every other business in town, that includes you, John, to have a participating bed in the race. Borden?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the city of Alva. You can challenge the city of Alva.
We don't got no money.
It doesn't take money.
Northwestern?
Ingenuity.
Yeah, you guys got one? Look at that. Northwestern's got one.
They don't even have it. They can't.
They'll fall apart.
Is there a sign?
What?
Oh, yeah, there's
all
size on
kinds
the
of rules.
There is. There are. All of the rules are listed
Has
on
to
this
be king
paper.
size list.
Yes.
Yeah, give it to her. There's the.
There you
there's the
go.
rules.
There's the rules.
It's gonna be great. And the light parade. I think we're planning it, November 23rd, maybe a Saturday, to put up some of the downtown lights for the display stuff, so.
Yeah. So if you like volunteering,
Yeah, we could use
we
it.
could use the help. Many hands make light work.
The coalition meeting is the 19th at noon.
Tuesday at the VOTEC, Woods County Coalition. They do a lot of really great things too. If you want to join a team, Little Red Hens, Woods County Coalition are always looking for more people for the mini light hands and work.
Many hands makes light work,
that
right?
one.
Isn't that the phrase?
All right, anybody else? Okay. Thank you, sorry, we do try to make it short.
Thanks.